This is me trying to do a walkthrough of how I connected Claude Code to ChatGPT Image Gen 2 to generate carousels like this and this. First thing I did was just go to ChatGPT documentation, select the image and vision, and then copy the page that's marked down and take it to Claude Code and just tell Claude Code, this is the documentation for ChatGPT Image Gen. I want you to use this documentation to create a skill for generating images for me using ChatGPT Image 2 and then ChatGPT Image 1.5 for generating transparent images. Ask me any clarifying questions until you have enough information you need. I will provide the OpenAI API keys for this. And that was it. And then I just pasted the documentation and gave it to Claude. So let me just walk you guys through my own chat with Claude that I did some days back. I think this was it. I gave Claude my prompt to give it the documentation, and then it asked me clarifying questions about how I want the images, what I want to use them for. And because inside of this project, I already have my Claude.md file telling Claude who I am and what this project is about, so it kind of guessed that I need to create carousels. And then it also asked me the slash command I would like to use. So in my case, I reply /image gen. Also, I told it in my own prompt that it should show me the pricer first, and only after I approve should it then go ahead to create the images. And then I also asked it that it needs to show me the skill first before it creates the skill. That way I get to do what's inside. So this was what Claude Code proposed based on the response I gave to it. So you see, it's now using the /image gen, and yeah, it then went ahead and created the skill. So you can see here, these are my skills, right? I have different skills, but we can just go to the image gen skill, and you can see Claude wrote the Python script for this to generate images using the doc, and also wrote a script for calculating the pricing based on the images that I want to generate, which is super cool. You're going to need an OpenAI API key to generate the images. So this is where you're going to get the API key. This is the OpenAI platform. You just need to go to API keys, create a new API key, give it a name, and select the project. If you're not very technical, I'll just say maybe give the keys to Claude Code, and Claude Code can put it in the env file where it's needed. If you're going to give Claude Code your API key, make sure that it's restricted. By default, the key you create will have all permissions. Now select this restricted tab and choose model capabilities and only turn on the images. This will mean that this API key can only be used in creating images. You can't use it for anything else. It then creates your secret key. Now whatever key is created, you copy it. Then when Claude Code asks you for the API key, you give it to it, or you create an env file like I did and just add OpenAI key is equals to then the value of the key, and then tell Claude that okay, this is where you can get the OpenAI key. And that's pretty much it. Claude's going to create this key for you, and you can now be able to generate images by just prompting Claude to create images for handwritten images. So I gave Claude an example. I took a screenshot of someone's Instagram page where they already had handwritten notes like this, and said this is the kind of handwritten images I want to create. Use this as a guide, make it look natural, like it was handwritten. And yeah, that was it. Claude used this to create images. So now that I have Claude has installed the skill for me, I can just as image gen, and that's it. Claude's going to create an image for me. I can just give it any instructions on the kind of image I want. If it's carousel, vertical, anything, and it's going to make it for me. And I can give it example reference documents to say use this to create the images. Yeah, so that's how I create my images with Claude Code.